Hello and welcome. My name is Sarah Mitchell. For more than 20 years, I've been studying nutrition, vitamins, and how simple foods can support the body as we get older. I'm not here to overwhelm you with complicated science. I'm here to show you what actually helps, what works together, and how small daily habits can support your health for many years to come. If you care about staying sharp, protecting your vision, and learning what nutrients your body truly needs, you're in the right place. Let's begin. If you've ever had random muscle twitches, trouble sleeping, constant fatigue, or a strange feeling of anxiety that seems to come out of nowhere, your body might be trying to tell you something important. And the surprising part is that the cause might not be stress, aging, or lack of sleep. It might be a silent nutrient deficiency that millions of people have without realizing it. Magnesium. Most people rarely think about magnesium. It doesn't get the attention that vitamin D, protein, or omega-3s do. But magnesium is involved in more than 300 biochemical reactions in the body. It helps regulate nerves, muscles, blood sugar, blood pressure, sleep cycles, and even mood. And here's the problem. Modern diets often contain far less magnesium than they used to. Highly processed foods have very little of it. Stress can drain it. Certain medications can reduce it. Even the mineral content of soil has declined over time, which means many foods today contain less magnesium than they did decades ago. As a result, magnesium deficiency has quietly become very common. Some estimates suggest that a large percentage of adults in the United States may not be getting enough magnesium through diet alone. The tricky part is that the signs are often subtle. Your body usually doesn't send one big warning signal. Instead, it sends small clues that are easy to ignore or blame on something else. Today, we're going to talk about 7 signs your body may need more magnesium. Some of these may surprise you, and one of them is something people experience every single night without realizing it could be connected. Let's start with the first sign: muscle cramps and twitching. If you've ever had a sudden muscle cramp in your calf in the middle of the night, you know how painful and frustrating it can be. Some people experience frequent muscle tightness, twitching in their eyelids, or small spasms in their legs. Magnesium plays an important role in muscle relaxation. Calcium causes muscles to contract, while magnesium helps them relax. The two minerals work together like a balance system. When magnesium levels are low, muscles may become more prone to tension and spasms. Athletes often notice this connection first because they lose minerals through sweat. But muscle cramps can happen to anyone, especially people under chronic stress or those who consume a lot of caffeine. And speaking of nighttime cramps, that brings us to sign number 2, trouble sleeping. Magnesium plays a significant role in regulating the nervous system and supporting healthy sleep patterns. It helps activate neurotransmitters that calm the brain and prepare the body for rest. Magnesium also supports the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps control your sleep-wake cycle. When magnesium levels are low, the nervous system may stay in a more alert state. That can make it harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, or reach deeper stages of restorative sleep. Many people describe it as feeling tired but wired. They lie in bed exhausted, but their mind keeps racing. Or they wake up frequently throughout the night and struggle to fall back asleep. Sleep problems can have many causes, of course, but magnesium is one factor that often gets overlooked. Now here's a sign that many people don't associate with minerals at all: frequent headaches or migraines. Magnesium plays a role in nerve transmission and blood vessel function. Some research suggests that low magnesium levels may be associated with an increased likelihood of headaches or migraines in certain individuals. Magnesium helps regulate the relaxation of blood vessels and influences the release of neurotransmitters involved in pain signaling. When levels are low, some people become more sensitive to triggers such as stress, dehydration, or certain foods. Again, this doesn't mean magnesium is the only factor involved. Headaches can have many different causes. But magnesium status is something researchers and healthcare professionals often consider when evaluating chronic headaches. Now let's talk about something that has become extremely common in modern life: stress and anxiety. Magnesium is deeply connected to the body's stress response. It helps regulate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, often called the HPA axis, which controls how the body reacts to stress. Magnesium also helps balance neurotransmitters like GABA, which promotes calmness in the brain. When magnesium levels drop, the nervous system may become more reactive. People may feel more tense, more easily overwhelmed, or more sensitive to stress. And here's something interesting. Stress itself actually depletes magnesium. So the more stress someone experiences, the more magnesium the body uses. Over time, this can create a cycle where low magnesium makes stress feel worse, and stress further lowers magnesium levels. Many people describe feeling more relaxed when their magnesium intake improves, though individual responses can vary. Now let's move to sign number 5, fatigue and low energy. Magnesium plays a key role in energy production inside cells. It's required for the production of ATP, the molecule that stores and transfers energy within the body. Without enough magnesium, energy metabolism may become less efficient. This can lead to feelings of sluggishness, low stamina, or persistent tiredness. People sometimes assume fatigue is purely related to sleep or workload, but nutrient status can also influence how the body produces and uses energy. Even mild magnesium deficiency can contribute to a general feeling of low vitality. Now here's a sign that surprises many people: sugar cravings. If you often find yourself craving chocolate or sweets in the afternoon or evening, magnesium might be part of the story. Magnesium helps regulate blood sugar balance and insulin sensitivity. When magnesium levels are low, the body may have a harder time managing glucose levels efficiently. This can contribute to energy dips and cravings for quick sources of sugar. Chocolate cravings, in particular, are sometimes associated with magnesium because cocoa naturally contains magnesium. Of course, cravings can be influenced by many factors, including sleep, stress, and overall diet. But magnesium status is one possible contributor. Now we've reached sign number 7, and this one affects millions of people but rarely gets linked to magnesium: heart palpitations or irregular heartbeat sensations. Magnesium plays an important role in maintaining normal heart rhythm. It helps regulate the electrical signals that control the heartbeat. When magnesium levels become too low, the heart's electrical system may become more sensitive. Some people notice sensations like skipped beats, fluttering, or a racing heartbeat, particularly during times of stress or dehydration. These symptoms can have many possible causes, and anyone experiencing frequent heart rhythm changes should consult a healthcare professional. But magnesium balance is one factor that doctors often evaluate. Now here's something important to understand. Magnesium deficiency doesn't always show up clearly on routine blood tests. That's because only a small percentage of magnesium in the body circulates in the bloodstream. Most of it is stored in bones and inside cells. So someone may have symptoms related to low magnesium intake, even if standard blood levels appear within normal ranges. That's one reason nutrition professionals often look at the overall picture, including diet, lifestyle, symptoms, and individual risk factors. So who is more likely to have low magnesium levels? Several groups are particularly at risk. People who consume a lot of processed foods may get less magnesium from their diet. Individuals under chronic stress may use magnesium more quickly. Older adults sometimes absorb minerals less efficiently. People who drink large amounts of caffeine or alcohol may lose more magnesium through urine. Certain medications can also affect magnesium balance. And athletes or people who sweat heavily may lose additional magnesium through perspiration. But the encouraging news is that magnesium is widely available in many healthy foods. Leafy green vegetables such as spinach are excellent sources. Nuts and seeds like almonds, pumpkin seeds, and cashews contain significant amounts. Legumes, beans, and lentils also provide magnesium. Whole grains, avocados, and dark chocolate can contribute as well. A balanced diet rich in whole foods can help support healthy magnesium intake naturally. Some people also explore magnesium supplements under the guidance of a healthcare professional, especially if dietary intake appears insufficient. Different forms of magnesium exist, and they may have different absorption characteristics, which is why professional guidance can be helpful. But the bigger message here is awareness. Your body constantly sends signals about what it needs. Small symptoms often appear long before major health problems develop. Muscle cramps, poor sleep, stress sensitivity, fatigue, headaches, sugar cravings, heart rhythm changes. Individually, these symptoms might not seem important, but when several appear together, they can form a pattern worth paying attention to. And sometimes that pattern points toward a simple nutritional gap. Magnesium may not be the most famous nutrient, but it plays a powerful role behind the scenes in keeping the body balanced and functioning smoothly. Supporting your magnesium intake through nutrient-dense foods, healthy lifestyle habits, and mindful self-care can be one small step that contributes to better sleep, steadier energy, and improved resilience to stress. Because your body is incredibly intelligent. It constantly adapts, repairs, and works to maintain balance. When you give it the nutrients it needs, you're not forcing it to work harder. You're simply giving it the tools it was designed to use.